Turn the volume up, get a snack, sit down. You're listening to Cub and Chub. I gotta get my water because I gotta hydrate all these hoes.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Get wet.
The recording is in progress.
Hey! Nope, that didn't work. That was me. Sorry. Hi.
Yeah, not flat. I'm Tim.
And I'm Bear. And this is
And
and Chub.
we're pretty women.
That's right. How you doing, puppy?
I'm pretty darn okay, I guess. I could be worse, could be much worse. I have been much worse in my life. But today is a day, and I will seize it as such.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. I just got back off the road yesterday, so first day back at home post holidays.
Yes, you're in the north.
Yes, I was in the north for a little bit, so now back home, and yeah, got a couple days before work kicks back in, so trying to wash the clothes, get the house straight, looking at that tree like,
Yeah, getting that Yankee stank off of you.
yeah, it just permeates. And I went to Canada, so it was like even deeper.
Oh!
It runs even deeper. It was yeah. So
Shout out to Drake.
I was near Drake's hometown. Near is relative, but yeah.
And Alanis. And
I feel like he's with his mama in France like 75% of the time.
probably. I mean, it would make sense because he probably was with his mom most of the time. He was rarely in Memphis or wherever he was.
Yeah.
Wherever his dad is from.
Yeah. He's Canadian. He's from Toronto.
Yeah, but his dad, I thought his dad was like living in America for a long time.
Are we talking about Drake's dad or
Drake's dad?
Oh, Drake's dad. Oh, I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was just a black man that was from some southern-ish state that was like, gotta get me some of that Canadian juice.
I feel like we've devoted too much time to Drake already this year, and it's a new year.
Well, I'm so proud of you. And we're gonna skip on to something important like Canada. How was your trip to Canada? Where'd you go?
We just did a day trip. We went across, we were near the Niagara Falls area on the other side of the border.
Okay.
We went to a place called Clifton Hills, which was like the Myrtle Beach of Canada. Like, yeah, there you go. It's like fun houses and movie theaters and mirror mazes, like all those little like tourist traps you see at like beach towns.
Yeah.
Where you're like, this has nothing to do about the local area. You just need something to do because you're stuck here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So
I'm confused. Like, there is a Canadian side, whatever, a Canada side and a U.S. side of Niagara Falls.
Canadian, yep, a Canadian side. So yeah, so on one side of the falls is America, and that's Niagara Falls. It's about 30 minutes from Buffalo.
Okay.
And that the water and the lakes right there kind of create a natural border to Canada. So in order to get to Canada, you got to cross all these bridges that crosses those bodies of water. So you can look at the falls from the American side or cross the border and look at them from the Canadian side.
And apparently the Canadian side is better.
Yeah, I think there are more. Well, I think so. When we went, unfortunately, it was the foggiest day that ever happened, so could not see the falls. But allegedly, the Canadian side of the falls are better views.
Okay.
So, hope that's true.
So Canada's better. Okay, that's what you're saying.
That's what you're saying on this American podcast.
Saying that Canada is better.
Canada is better.
Wow, your patriotism. Wow.
That's right. Shining right through with those maple leaves. So yeah, we did a day trip to Canada. The boyfriend failed the border test. I might share. I'll share that another time.
Shit. Where is he? Is he in jail?
I mean, I'm a nervous traveler. And he's like, "Oh, we got this." And then they start asking him like, "Where are you from? How do you guys know each other? When are you going home?" And he was like, bah, 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 bah. I'm like, "Girl, you're gonna
That's
get
not
us arrested."
confused. I mean, honestly though, like, why ask me?
Well, our border patrol guy was also a cute bear,
Oh, so
so
he was trying to drop in.
he was trying to drop in, and I think maybe the boyfriend got hit like dickmatized. He was like, uh, uh.
I mean, if y'all are standing in specific ways and you're sitting,
Yeah,
you would get dickmatized, I would assume. So
you just take what you can when you can get
right in the crotch, like that.
it. How were your holidays, Timothy?
My holidays were awesome. It started on Friday the 22nd with
Mhm.
a beautiful flight to one Richmond, Virginia.
Woo woo.
It was super cute. I enjoyed it. And I just knew that I was one of those like traveling girlies from then on.
Yep.
And then I got to said Richmond. It was a great time with um, this brother of mine named Bear. He was really sweet and very accommodating to the things that I needed. And yeah, we had a good time. We always have a good time, you know.
Yeah.
We do the things that we do.
And what was one of the best things we did while you were here?
Oh, we got naked and
We
got in a pool.
That's right.
Yeah,
We got naked.
yeah. We went to a spa, people. No.
Do we want to shout out the spa? Do we want to do that?
No, because they didn't pay us. We paid them.
Okay. I probably said it on an earlier podcast, but we're going to skip it for now. But
Yeah, we're gonna skip it for now. But next time, said place, you need to sponsor us,
oh my gosh.
and because we are the gay podcast of our generation.
So, gut reaction, first reviews. How was your experience at said spa?
A positive one. It was great. It was wonderful. It was luxurious. It was rich. It was enriched. It was very, very, very lovely. And I give it 2 thumbs up from Ebert and Robert.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
That was good. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just pop these white names out of your mouth, and I'm like, oh my god. He's like,
You know,
okay.
I was transported to this country and made to
Sometimes you gotta deal
learn
with the
your
white.
language. So
Yeah, understood.
yeah.
Understood. Yeah, I had been to the spa a couple times, and I was
Mhm.
excited to bring Tim because there is a level of luxury and like there's a pampering yourself that you just walking into the space. You're like,
Yeah,
it's about me. It's about
it is.
me and my time and my relaxing. My
Mhm.
favorite moment of the entire like situation was Tim had walked into the pool and I was like moving to another section. Not, I say the pool of the like the hot tub area, and Tim had walked in, and I, I was walking in behind him, and he turned. Tim, you turned around, and you were just like, you were like, "This is exactly where I need to be." Like you were,
It is. It's
you
true.
were like, you were
I
like,
mean,
I need to be doing this once a week.
it
I need to
is.
be. You were
Honestly,
so
it needs to be a
happy.
daily clean. Like it needs to be a daily thing for me. But because, it does cost money.
It's
I
not. It's not the cheapest thing to do. What we
It's not
did.
the cheapest. It's not the most expensive though.
No,
It's
no. It could
yeah.
be a lot worse, but to do that on the regular would be like a utility bill. Like you got to plan. Yeah,
Yeah, like you would have to plan around that.
yeah,
And that's not how luxury should be. You should experience it and it should experience you as well. And that's what I feel happened.
yeah.
Is I got a full Korean body scrub from
Whew.
a lovely individual who I do
Yes.
not know their name and I will not know their name because I'm rich. And so, he, you know what? I don't even know their pronouns. That person
hmm
scrubbed me from head to ankle. Did not scrub my toes because
No,
that was another. I think that's another thing. Like they do pedicures.
they do.
So
They
they
do.
were
They
like,
probably
no,
say
we're
that.
not going to do that.
Yeah.
But they literally scrubbed my eyeball. Like I was like, "Ooh, all
They
right."
went deep.
Yeah,
That
they went,
scrub.
and it did go deep. It went deeper than some of my partners have ever gone. And shout out to you,
Oh.
beep. But
Oh, on the sorry, side note. On the way home yesterday, Al listened to our 1 year anniversary episode
Mhm.
with me in the car. I've never listened to an episode with him before.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we were listening, and he cackled at the beeping of our, like, you beeping me. There's a
Oh,
section
yeah,
where
yeah,
how, you like
yeah,
handsome guys. Well, first I would beep, and he got a kick out of that. He thought that
yeah,
was
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Um,
I don't wanna embarrass anybody on this podcast the way that
right.
they've embarrassed me from me dating them. But no, it was a wonderful experience. I feel the first day I was like, my skin felt like a little raw.
Raw.
But
Yeah.
like the next day I touched my like, I guess I touched my like belly area and I was like, oh, I was like,
I'm
water, what?
we are like what, a week plus away from that experience, and
Yeah.
I'm still like feeling the benefits.
Yeah, you
I
feel what I feel every day. And like,
the skin softness that came with that. Gentlemen, to those out there that may not take care of their skin at the same level that Tim does,
oh,
I got to tell you, the scrubbing, if you've never gotten a Korean scrub before, was intense,
it
to
was.
say the least. Some people might actually find it. It wasn't painful, but it was. The purpose is to irritate the skin to get that layer of dead skin off of you.
Yeah.
And Tim, I told you this when we were done. The dead skin
Yeah.
that I was surrounding me on that
The
table.
little balls of blackness that were just, this is why we as Black people are telling you to wash your legs, because it doesn't just come off.
No, it doesn't.
Like you have to put in work.
And if you don't know, and if you're kind of questioning that, go get a Korean scrub.
Yeah.
And get disgusted because
like you're not supposed to peek, but I did peek over to the person beside me, and I was like, I didn't have that much skin.
Let's paint the picture for him, right? Because we're in this area, so there's different sections of the spa, and they're gendered. So on the male side, you have this huge room that is multiple hot tubs. They're kind of like hot steam pools in the floor.
Yes.
You have the sauna, you have the steam room, you have a cold plunge.
Yes.
And then behind this kind of shower barrier, you have these steel tables where you can order scrubs and massages.
Yes.
But the key to this space is that you have to be naked. It is a requirement. You can't wear a swimsuit. You can't bring your phone in there. It is a mandatory nudity space.
Yes.
So when you go to order, you're in the sauna, you're like kind of moving around in this kind of open area, enjoying like the sauna and the hot tub and all that stuff. And then they come in and ask you, like, if you've ordered a scrub and or a massage, they call your number.
Yes.
And you get up on this steel table,
which can hold anything.
I was
scared for a second. I was like, now watch I snap this table in half. But this person also got on the table at one point. So I was like, this table is just the man I've been looking for.
This is what I need.
I applaud. You know what? The support that I need was there.
We got it.
And I applaud you, the spa that we were at.
So we're on these tables, butt naked.
Yes.
I got a, what did I call it? I can't remember what I call it. He put a modesty. I call it a modesty towel.
Oh, a modesty cloth. Yeah. I didn't get one.
You didn't get one. When he told me to get on my back so he could scrub like the front part of me, he put a modesty towel over my area. Tim did not get the same luxury.
I didn't get that. I was just out there for the world with no modesty.
Uh-huh.
And it was, I guess, fine for that person.
They
I
seem
guess
they
he
seem
needed a
to
show, so it was what it was.
that when I walked in, because I started after you started,
Yeah,
he was working on you. I
he
saw him.
was. He
He was
was.
going to town.
Yeah, I think it was because like I had already done like a mini scrub before, like I got
Mm.
there. So like I think he was like, this motherfucker's gonna have some skin come off today.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I think he was going to work on Myra's feet. And I
Yep.
was like I did see like disgusting little pieces
Sure.
off, like as I got up. But then I looked over to my left. I looked over to the left and I was
That
like,
man
wow,
in the middle.
that's a
Yeah.
lot of skin. Like it was I won't say that it was gross because everybody has dead skin, but I
Yeah.
like it was definitely not what I had seen when I looked at my own things going on. And it made me feel good. So
Yeah. I was disgusting. I mean, and we've had the loofah versus washcloth steak.
oh yes, Lord. Let's come on
No,
in
no, no.
with
We
it.
don't. We don't have to.
Yes,
We don't have to redo
yes.
that. But
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
as
Well,
somebody
now
as somebody who felt that they were scrubbing away and getting in there
with a
um,
loofah. Mm-hmm.
with the loofah, the amount of dead skin that was on that table, because what they do is they scrub you and then they dump water on you to wash away everything on you, and
Yeah.
then they put a towel over your eyes so
Mhm.
a you can relax while they're doing all this, but also to probably be courteous to the other naked people around you. They put
Yeah.
but I did, like, at one point as I was flipping over, I kind of like looked under the towel and I saw all this dead skin on the table. I was like,
And that's the
ugh.
dead skin that was there after they washed you off.
Yeah, this is
So
after
like
after the flood came through. It's like, Jesus.
and so that's why I say if you don't use a loofah, you need to do both.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
dude. I am reconsidering, like, I'm doing some YouTube tutorials to figure out, like, what should my skin regimen be?
yeah.
As I turn 40 and I'm looking at my face and I'm trying to, like, if you can see my face today, everybody, I had a beard accident and I'm missing my beard and I hate it, but we'll talk
Oh,
about
we're
that
going to
later.
talk about that.
We'll talk about
Not your beard, but like that
that. Yeah.
aspect of life.
But as I went through that scrub, I was like, I need to think about my skin a little bit more, because
Mhm.
it was eye opening. It was
Yeah.
skin peeling, if you will.
You were hearing what I was saying like a while ago.
Yeah, your words were hitting physical aspects of what was happening in my
Yeah.
area. So we got the scrubs, but you could also order a scrub and massage.
Yes.
And we both did that. And let me tell you, snap, crackle, and pop. My guy got
Girl,
up on the table for a second. He was leaning in. He was giving me the snap into a Slim Jim. He was giving me top rope Macho Man Randy Savage.
he was manhandling me.
Yeah.
Like I felt like this was my man. Like it was just it was too
He was
much.
taking care of you.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yep.
And like he started massaging places that I was like, are you trying to give me a happy ending?
So okay, so yeah, so they start, like, doing massages, which is fine, and part of the time you're on your stomach as they're getting your back and your legs,
Yeah.
and he's going down to my buttocks, and I'm like, which is fine, it's a full body massage, whatever,
Yeah.
but he was getting between the cheeks. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
He was going between the cheeks. He was lifting things and moving things,
Yeah.
and I had feelings. I had not been.
Listen, I had no feelings because I saw what my person looked like. So I was fine. But
Aw.
I think he had a great time because at
You
one
were too.
point he was just like pushing my cheeks together and pushing them apart. Like it was just and it was more time on that than it was in other places.
Yep.
And I was just like, so you just enjoying the bounce? Are you enjoying like the buoyancy of such
Of what is
like,
happening here?
of what Bonnie has given me? Like I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you're having a good time and that's okay. But then when it was like bloop, 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 I was like,
Yeah. When there was lifting, shifting, and scrubbing, there were, I mean,
there were some times where, like I said, he was deeper than some of my boyfriends had gotten, and
Yeah. I, I guess I blush. I might be a little modest, but I was definitely like, oh,
yeah,
sir.
I was like, I'm glad I douched before.
Oh God.
I
Yeah, there was definitely times I was like, did I make sure I got every place before I hopped up here, right? Like
yeah,
you are
yeah.
there, the
It was
sunshine hasn't hit this area. I there was a part of me that the other part that was kind of interesting about the scrubbers slash masseurs, the people the people who are scrubbing us down.
yeah,
They're in this water area. They're splashing lots of water on you. That
yes,
water is hitting them. So part of their uniform is just to be in their underwear.
yeah.
So the other part of this is they're
And it was
mostly
nice underwear too. I was
they were
like,
yeah, they
oh,
were wearing some cute little short boxer briefs, but they're 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 jumping on tables, they're moving around, they're basically naked except for their underwear, trying
yeah.
to drop elbows on you and get into crevices. It was interesting, weird, but ultimately I enjoyed my
It was
experience.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm glad he wasn't like my type because that would have been uncomfortable for me. Like
Well,
when
I'm
I'm like,
lucky. I'm
look,
unlucky. Go ahead.
I'm like, we're at this point, get on me. Like,
Right. Yeah.
like,
You're already on the table with me. Like, just go
yeah,
for it.
like you're bouncing it, like you're all but tasting it at this point, and I
Yeah.
can't. Like,
It's unfortunate for me because my type is just breathing, like I'm just an equal opportunity employer in that way. So
yes,
you're on this,
Pan.
you're present. And it's like, I was like, hello, whoa.
I was just like, when he started scrubbing my taint, I was like, okay, all right. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is fine. But like, it was just the fact that when you said it, I didn't think about anything until you said, "Oh, I got a modesty towel." I was like, I didn't get no modesty towel. And he
Yeah.
was like, damn, he was in there.
Yeah.
Like if we were a cake, all the ingredients were together. Like it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it
He
was
he never directly went for my bathing suit he never really went for my genitals or anything, but he did. Mine moved things to get into areas and crevices to like
no,
scrub.
mine was
Oh, did yours?
on it.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
mine like was he was nice to move but did not
I was
actively
like,
wash or scrub.
whoa. I
Oh
was like, all
no.
right. And then like during the massage, it was just so, and I get it, I'm a bigger person, so you got to get deep in the tissue. But it
Sure.
was just sometimes when he was like around my neck
Mm-hmm.
in a choking way, and I'm just
What? What?
like ease up. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
wait a minute, we're not. You're not. Your
Yeah.
qualifications
Yeah.
are not here.
Uh-huh.
Like you need to ease up and get back to a massage's place.
Yes. Yeah. Know your role.
Like I feel like you're having too much fun now, and we're not doing this. I was
If we went back the next time you go back, would you be fine with having the same person, or would you want somebody else?
I would be fine with having the same person because I'm not attracted to him. Like,
Okay.
so, but I probably would be okay with like being like, hey, wait a minute.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's another thing. I didn't say anything. I was just like, well, I guess this is how things are done. And then like, when I thought about it later, I was like, he had a great time. And I like,
Yeah.
because in the next morning, the back of my neck,
That neck cranium massage, that was a lot.
Oh no!
It was
I was
too
like,
much.
oh no, I don't want that anymore. Never again. There's two things you're not gonna do to me ever again. You're not gonna do that cranny thing, and you're not gonna scrub my face like that because.
Oh, what else did he do to you that you were like, I
Oh
can't
yeah,
believe you did that?
and this is honestly that's where it went downhill for me. Is when he washed my hair.
You wash your hair.
I was just like, no, like, I was,
Yeah.
And by the time like I realized what he was about to do, he already had the soap in there and was going at it. I was like,
Yeah.
I was just shocked. But like it wasn't I'm not mad at it because it's probably just did they wash your hair?
He washed my hair, which was fine because I've my
Yeah.
white people hair. It's fine, but for me, my no was the ears. I know
Oh,
next
okay.
time. So they also like scrubbed around. I don't like people touching my ears, especially if they are scrubbing and being aggressive in there because the air
Yeah.
pressure, like people just don't understand. Anyway, I've got very sensitive ears, so I don't like it when people play with my ears. But I also he went to
Oh,
like soap up and pour water in to like clean my ear area,
oh no.
and he took the towel and was like, it's just too
Okay.
aggressive. And
Yeah.
my ear
See,
canals,
mine
because
didn't
of
do
this,
that.
yeah, he got it was too much. And I get water in my ears very easily because of my surgeries.
Yeah.
So I just don't do that. So at one point, like I leaned, like he was going in, and I leaned up off the table. I'm like, nope. He's like, it's okay. I'm like, it's really not. Like I
Oh,
was like, don't please. So I'll know next time. Like no ear stuff. Like
yeah.
everything else is fine, but just don't do the ears.
Yeah. And for me, everything is fine unless you're gonna manhandle me. And I can't like
Mm-hmm.
you don't have the dick for that for me. Like it's just
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
I'm not saying size or anything. I'm just saying like I don't want it inside me.
Oh,
Like
okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
it
Gotcha.
has nothing to do with the size or whatever. It has
Yeah.
everything to do with I'm paying for this and I'm not
Yeah.
paying for sex.
I'm not
Like
paying for that. Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like it was an enjoyable experience for the most part. I mean, once the hair was washed, another thing, he really like he was talking to somebody
Yeah.
and then like going through my like coils and I was like, you are enjoying yourself on me. I was like, I feel a little used. Like you're getting paid. I should be getting paid because you're enjoying this ass. You're enjoying my hair.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to work as hard as you thought you were going to have to work for the skin. Like really, you should be giving me money because
Right.
you had a
Right.
great day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I'm pleased, and it was a very nice experience. The hot tubs were perfect temperature.
And there were options, like if you
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
it
yeah.
really hot or kind of hot or not as hot.
It's
Yeah.
like, do you want kids or do you not care? Like it's like,
Right. Are we just
and I
past
did
that
not
point?
care at all.
Past it. I
Yeah,
couldn't do the code plunge. I've done it before when I on my own, but that day, like I could not get past. Like couldn't
it
do
was
it.
wonderful.
You
The
were
call,
loving that.
listen, number one, it's something about after my hair got washed, I was just like, well, damn, I guess I'll just get it wet, whatever. And I got up under that like the waterfall that was happening.
Uh-huh.
So good. And then I had my like Brooke Shields moment where it's like, oh,
Shit, you were. I saw you underneath the waterfall. I was like, this
I
bitch has
couldn't.
been in this sauna for 3 hours, a 3 hour tour, and he was like,
And
ugh.
and it wasn't enough. Like I could have
No.
stayed for another 5,
Yep.
and like it was just fun. And then I didn't even get to see half of the stuff that was up there.
Yeah, we didn't do the pool area or any of like the mud rooms where there's like meditation and other like heat things.
Yeah.
So next time but what was really cool is we got free passes. If we come back within 30 days, we can go for free.
Yes.
So Tim very kindly donated that to the partner.
No, it was a
So,
birthday. It was a birthday, Christmas, Hanukkah gift.
oh, okay. Well, Tim gifted
Yes,
one of
yes,
the pass to my boy. So we're gonna
yes.
take a trip in the next couple weeks and go do that. So
Cute. Happy birthday, Christmas, Hanukkah.
happy birthday, Chris McQuanica. Oh, well, Tim, what's on your mind? What you got?
Well, I want to talk about how men, specifically like toxic masculine men, love to talk about, how women have, fake eyelashes and wigs and weaves and all this other stuff. But we don't talk about how men hide behind like beards and ball caps.
The beard ball cap is the full blown Katya Trixie makeup
It is.
extravaganza for
It
the
is. It's your
for the,
contour.
yeah,
It's
it
your
is.
shading. It's your um
Can we
It's
talk about
damn
how
near plastic
pre-beard?
surgery.
Yeah. Can we talk about how pre-beard I
Yeah,
had a chin, and
yeah.
post beard, post accident,
You
I've
have a
got
chin
no
now.
chin, just a round.
Beautiful,
Oh,
gorgeous,
thank you.
youthful face.
I'm not enjoying my look right now. This accident, that beard, I'd had that beard for I don't even know the last time I was clean shaven. I
You
don't do
just look
this.
like you're about to go play catch with your dad.
Uh, Wonderful. I do not like the way I look.
I completely understand. I too
Yeah.
have, contour beard situations that I'm
It
like,
does a lot.
it does because you want to see me insecure, shave everything off my face.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm just like, who am I? What do I stand for? Who am I?
yeah,
What is the zhuzh? And it truly is, the fact that my body hair grows on my face
yeah,
mostly and nowhere else. But God gave me body hair on my face, and I really appreciate it. And it's time that men really talk about that we are prettier with facial hair sometimes.
I think it is interesting because when I think about particularly guys I'm attracted to, like I can't think of many who are clean shaven that fall into that category. It's
Nope.
like it's not for me.
Yeah, I'll tell you one that I was not attracted to until they came out with a buffer body and a bold face.
Uh,
Uh, Zac Efron is a very cute person, but the person that I was talking about was Dan from Roseanne. A lot of times when he would shave, I would be like, "Ooh, there's
well, that's the weird thing. Like Dan for most of the show was clean shaven,
was
and then
he?
he was baby face clean shaven for 90% of the show, and then in like season 6 or 7, he grew
But
a
I've
beard.
but I've always found him attractive.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
well,
watching on me.
he's also what 6'4", 6'7". He's
Yeah, and like at least 300 pounds.
and the two Dans that I know that you would go down for.
Listen, we don't have to talk about them every single time you talk about a Dan. We can talk about
Oh,
Dan
sorry.
Rather. We can talk about Dan.
I'm just saying
Loring. We can
all the Dans that I know that you are happy to be with, they are always mostly clean shaven.
I get.
Yeah.
We'll,
You want to talk about it?
we'll talk about something later
Okay.
that will prove you wrong.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
No, but like I do find most. It's just something about it that like really changes how your face is.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I'm the type that I'm already halfway out anyway. So if you change anything about your face, it's pretty much over.
It's a deal breaker. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's for sure a deal breaker. I don't care if you have all the money in the world. I'm gonna look at you differently.
Thank
And
you.
you
I
better
appreciate you being honest about how you feel about me. I really, really do.
I just want to let you know I don't want to fuck you. So, and I didn't want to do that with facial hair
With or without the beard.
Oh.
I definitely sent when this accident happened. I sent a Snapchat to the partner, and I was like, "I understand that you are about to re-download apps and that you are about to make some very difficult decisions. I get it.
I'm about to get on Twitter and be like, "Hey y'all, freshly single,
Freshly single. Somebody done fucked up." And I was like, "Well, it is what it is."
We're also still waiting on that podcast that is about the rebuttals to
That's right.
things. So just letting you know that.
He also heard that part of it last night on the drive too, and he thought that was kind of cute. He was like, "Okay, all right."
Because I want to hear it. I want to know.
He could fill he could do a whole season himself, I'm sure, along with all your former lovers, if you will.
You know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
If you can find one that's dissatisfied with the performance that I gave them, then go ahead.
I never said anything about being dissatisfied, just that they want to get on air and talk about it.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure I know one for sure that would love to get on Honey.
I can think of 3 right now.
Ooh.
So
I'm like the one, and I would be like, "Well, you stole everything, so you might as well steal this too. How about that?"
There you go. There's one.
Um, so that's
Uh,
why I say his name because he owes me.
yeah, that's right. He owes me. Tim, who you want to shout out this week?
Well, I would like to shout out my friend James.
James.
He texted me last night and was like, "Hey girl, how are you?" And I was like, "I haven't talked to him in so long." And it was just so nice to hear his voice. And he says he listens to the podcast. And I'm like, "Oh, that's so sweet." He's also an up and coming rapper. And
Ooh.
that's cool. Yeah. So he has like some songs out. But yeah, I want to shout him out. It's cute.
Awesome. Hey, James.
Yeah. What about you? Who you want to shout out?
I'm gonna shout out the partner's family. So we went up to
Mhm.
Buffalo, and his parents, his sisters, his brothers-in-laws with the sisters, and he's got two nephews that are twins. Everybody was very welcoming. We had a day with the twins where we took them to the museum. They're like, I think they're 6 or 7,
Oh,
and they were a lot of fun. We had a good time with them. Took us out to dinner. Just like was very very kind and welcoming during the holidays. So his family's always been really cool. So shout out to the Runkles. You guys were
cute.
awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, shout out to you guys. What's making you live
Outs.
this week?
Well, what is making me live this week is also making me a little sad.
Okay.
I am going to finish my contract here in Connecticut,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be moving to Atlanta. So
Ah!
yes. So girlies, get your shit together. If you want to get to know me and you live in Atlanta, I will even give you a close proximity to where I am in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
so that y'all can be like, "Hey girl, you want to try this, that, and the third?" Because I'm not trying to try nobody's Real Housewife of nothing food. I want to go where the real dudes are, where the real men who, have wives and also are trade to the millions of black fat gays everywhere, knowingly for their wives. I'm not here for like y'all lying,
Sure.
but if you out here looking for a third in Atlanta, I'll be auditioned. It's
That's
cool.
I'll go on tape. I'm fine with that. Tim
Yes.
told me he was moving to Atlanta the next day. I had already found a bear event and a weekend. I was like, please know that I will be in Atlanta this weekend with you. We will be at this
Um,
event.
Also, unfortunately, I will miss this plump ATL, but I will be at the other two that I will at least be there for
Yeah.
um, in February and March. So
Mm-hmm.
if you
Mm-hmm.
see me, if you know me, come up to me. If you're cute, take me out on a date.
That's right.
If you're not cute, at least just buy me a drink.
Mm-hmm. About to do some promos in Atlanta. About to boost some
Yes.
posts and get some Atlanta guys
I'm
in
about to
here.
be I'm about to blow up. But like
Very nice. Very nice.
yeah, but yeah, shouting out them and that's what I'm living for. What are you living for?
I'm living for Miss Cardi B. So
Meow.
I I was absolutely in love with Invasion of Privacy. I listened to that album nonstop when it came out a few years ago.
Mhm.
And she hasn't dropped an album since. She's done like singles and like
Yeah.
features, which
Just
isn't in a new
features, yeah.
album. And she's back in the news this week because, her and Offset are having their on again, off again issues, which, this happens,
Yeah.
relationships, kids, it's tough.
Shout
Um,
out to you, sis.
yeah, but man, I put Get Up 10 on this today for the workout, and that opening
Yeah.
track is a banger. And then I got back into Bickenhead and all
Yeah.
these it's just, that album is so good. So I'm kind of having
Invasion of
my
Privacy really was that girl. Like
it's so good. It's
it
so
really
good. And it's
moved.
still
It really moved for a generation of people.
yeah.
Like Gen Z started out fresh with that one, and,
Yeah.
and
So
I was
shout out to
like,
Cardi. You are
she
you're
also
fat.
has videos telling y'all dudes to really wash your ass and how to
Oh,
do it.
her Twitter feed
Listen,
and her Twitter lives are unmatched.
yes, I
So
really think that me, her, and a few others need to get together and talk about the plight of ain't shit dudes.
ain't
And
shit.
yeah, and I think that we could have a great conversation about what to do for the next decade, which is get a stud. And
Get a
yeah,
stud and get it done. That's right.
exactly, for sure.
So shout out to Cardi B. Also shout out to the new season of Drag Race that's going to premiere next week. I'm excited to jump back into that world and just see what's happening. It's so
Yes.
weird that they do both those American seasons like back to back because then it feels like it's been gone forever. It feels like so.
Even though like they spend so much time with us during the year,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So yeah, looking forward to some Drag Race and looking forward to coming and seeing you in a few weeks down in Hot
I
Atlanta,
know
baby.
it has nothing to do with me being in the Mecca.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
It's gonna be wonderful. I'm excited. Bob the Drag Queen was there this past weekend.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, they're always there. There's always somebody there,
Yeah,
so you just
I
gotta be,
mean,
you just gotta be willing to go
super
out. You gotta
excited to
get
go
out your
through it.
house, go to
Yeah,
these places, meet these people,
fine.
have been prepped with the fleet, and just and just ready to roll.
Listen, I can't be doing too much because I might never leave.
You better
And
be
then where would
doing
my money be?
everything.
So are you saying everything is in everyone? Like I can't be
All of the above. All of the above.
First of all, I like being like not going with the wind, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
I do. I like being tight and right.
Well, we'll work on that, Tim. It's always good to see your face.
It's good to see your face, and it's always good to hear from our people.
That's right. That's right. If you want to write us a letter, please send us an email. You can send it to wearecubandchub@gmail.com. Again, that's
Yes.
wearecubandchub@gmail.com. Tim, where can people find us?
Well, you can find us anywhere. You can find a stud, honey. You can find them on the corner. You can find them at Target trying to get things for your children and taking care of what really needs to be taken care of. And mostly and importantly, you can find them at cubandchub.com.
That's right. Cubandchub.com. Tim, mwah, so good to see you. To the
Good to
listeners,
see you.
have a great week. We'll see you next time, okay?
Love y'all. Be kind to yourselves. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.